Hi everyone, this is Terry with my channel again. I did go ahead and pre-write this. I will be looking down, reading from a piece of paper. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm doing. I have some good news. I am ready for my jump. I will be jumping on Friday, December the 13th. That'll be my last dose ever of the poison called Klonopin that I have taken as prescribed. So here we go. To give a short backstory, I was taking Klonopin for 4 months total, on an as-needed basis, no more than 2 to 3 times per week. I started to experience inner dose withdrawal on the days that I didn't take it. I would have severe burning in my extremities, hands and feet. When I took the Klonopin on a day that I was burning, I noticed the burning would stop. So I decided I wanted to be off and abruptly cold turkeyed my Klonopin, not knowing any better, at the end of June 2019. I only lasted 7 days, suffering through numerous horrendous symptoms. Air hunger was the final straw that made me decide to reinstate. I wasn't in love with having to take it every day just to taper off, but I knew it was the only way to get off. I was lucky to find the benzo groups on Facebook and found a few people going through the same thing that I was, and they helped me to figure out how to safely and slowly taper off. I ended up doing a dry daily micro taper, shaving down my pills by 0.001 each day. I find it to be the easiest method on my body so far. I've currently been tapering now for 5 months. So I will describe my taper to anyone who is curious and wants to know how it has been for me as follows. I have had bad moments and good moments in every single day. Times of weakness and times that I found strength to continue on when I wanted to give up. It was tolerable, and I feel I've actually had a successful taper with minimal symptoms. I say minimal as I know that others can be bedbound, and I have been blessed to be able to carry out most activities each day with little or no help. I did hold for 4 days total, but only because I was hit with a cold virus. Each day I just kept moving. Sometimes once a week I would shave down my dose by 0.002. The key I find to my being successful is to keep busy. Each day I would go out with my family and try and pass the time and keep my mind off the symptoms. It helped so much to pass the time and not focus on how I was feeling constantly. I would also do a lot of positive self-talk, because there was plenty of days that I felt as if I couldn't carry on. It's been a blessing to me to have a great support system from my husband, daughter, and dear cousin, and my dad, and a few other family members that have stood by me this entire time, making sure I never felt alone with my thoughts and always reassuring me each time I felt like I couldn't do this. They would remind me how I would make it out to the other side. It's real easy for me to get caught up in what will now happen after I jump. But since I've never tapered and then jumped, I do not know. My goal is to make it through this time and come out healed and be able to speak on the dangers of benzodiazepines and help others successfully taper off. It's hard to finally believe I'm at the end of my taper. I have survived 100% of my hardest days, and you can do the same and follow in my footsteps. If you need help, feel free to reach out and I will try and help you. I will now expand slightly on my symptoms I have experienced during my taper. Dizziness, anxiety, panic attacks, PTSD from my cold turkey attempt, sleep problems, unable to nap, restless legs, severe agitation, mood disturbance, blurred vision, light sensitivity, brain fog, crying spells but unable to truly feel the emotions that I wanted to feel. I feel that Klonopin numbed down my emotions, which sucks because I'm normally a highly emotional person. Overstimulation when I tried to go into stores and public places, headaches, intense anger. These are a few of the things that I have went through, but I believe in my opinion that a dry daily micro taper is the safest bet and the easiest on your brain and body. The cuts are small enough that your brain doesn't quite go in shock as much as if you chose to do a bigger cut to your medication. I'm still in shock as to why doctors still prescribe this medication, knowing the hell that each of us will have to go through when trying to come off. Out of all the drugs out there, benzodiazepines are the worst withdrawals you can suffer from, in my opinion. And the only cure is time. I sit here and I'm facing a potential lengthy withdrawal period, anywhere from 6 to 18 months on average of suffering. I am angry about it, but anger doesn't solve anything. This has honestly been the hardest thing I've ever had to go through, and I do not wish to ever have to face this again. There is no option to go back on them. I'm leaving this part of my life behind. I'm not going to be controlled by a drug. I no longer trust doctors, and I don't think I ever will. But like I said, this has honestly been the hardest thing I've ever had to go through. I can't wait for the days to pile up behind me after I jump and have them under my belt. I'm sure this will not be easy at all, but the only way out is through. So for any of y'all suffering through this, I know each day is hard, especially if you're trying to taper. But you can do this. You really can do this. I promise you'll come out on the other side. And the thing about us warriors is we're probably going to come out even stronger than before. And that's beautiful. Pain has a way of developing, or struggles have a way of developing you as a person. I'm not really saying I'm thankful that I had to go through this, but I am happy that I've showed myself that I can do this. I wouldn't have been able to do it without the support of my husband. He's been the rock through all this, supporting us and picking up the weight and everything. I'm appreciative of him listening to me, and also the support of my daughter and the support of my cousin, who always made sure he never left me in the house, like alone. He would always try to get me out of the house, because it's real easy to get caught up in thoughts or the what ifs. This can really take you down. I mean, I feel like I made it through the taper, and now I gotta make it through the withdrawal process. But my dad, I love him. He's one of a kind. He always called and checked on me every day. There wasn't one day that he hasn't called and checked on me and asked me, if I'm feeling okay and how I'm feeling. My dad, my husband, my cousin, these are the people, and there's other people I'm not mentioning, so don't feel left out, but these are the people that I will forever owe everything to. These are the people who stood by me without flinching. So if you're going to do this, get you a group of people that's going to support you and believe you and hear you out. So going forward, I'm just going to put on my big girl panties and take these symptoms as they come. I'm not gonna be afraid of them. I'm not gonna live in fear. I shouldn't have to live in fear. I'm not gonna let this beat me, because I am stronger than this. And hold on, sorry. And yes, I am kind of, jumping topic and skipping around. And my camera's about to fall, so just bear with me. I got it stabilized. My 14-year-old daughter, she's been my best friend through all this. She has done everything she could to make my life easier. Anytime I needed help or needed someone to listen, she was there for me. She amazes me at the heart that she has. It's so similar to mine. I have the biggest heart you can ever imagine. People do have a way, though, of killing your love. That's neither here nor there. That's a story for a different time. But I just appreciate all the support I have. Everybody hearing me out, everybody listening, even people that I didn't think would understand, have been understanding that I have been damaged by a medication, and there will be some healing, so if you could just stand by me, and I'd appreciate it. Be patient. I'm trying to get the old me back, and I will have that old me back. I'm taking her back starting Friday, December the 13th, one day at a time. Don't let this beat you. keep fighting. There's a fighter in you. I appreciate you watching my channel. If you like my videos, I plan on to make more as I'm going through the acute phase of withdrawal. Hopefully it doesn't last that long, but hey, I'm ready, whatever it takes, because I'm not swallowing this poison again. But if you need any help, please feel free to reach out, and I'll do my best to help you. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you could like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Thank you, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.